Hey, also struggling with your study? Unable to grasp any of the lessons being taught by your teachers? Well, I've got something for you to resolve and fix your problem. Haven't you heard about the learner centered teaching? Well, ready your ears and focus your mind as I'm about to share the importance and benefits of practicing into dwelling this kind of method in teaching inside the classroom. Since the time we were a child, we are already told that school is for learning, right? And composed by faculties, textbooks, and other learning materials for us to learn and grasp the idea of studying. It also embedded in our minds that teachers are the one who give knowledge, shares their own experience, or insight about a certain topic being discussed, making the circulation of knowledge rotates only at the teachers themselves, leading them as the center of idea, not giving a full-time chance on the students to fully bring out their own idea about the topic. According to Haley Tanchelli et al. Of Queensland University of Technology, they published an article called My Brain Leaves the Room. What happens when a teacher talks too much? Stated by one of the respondents is that they begin to think of other things, and the most popular answer among of all the respondents is that their brain shuts down or they talk to the person next to them. Note that the respondents are high school students. So, what we are expecting from this high school environment? Of course, students here got easily bored because their brain is overstimulated by the happenings around them. Tend to divert their attention into something more exciting or interactive about a certain topic that they want to talk about, instead of listening to the teachers in front of them. This happens because of the lack of participation and interaction between the students and the teacher inside the classroom. So, this kind of method is called the teacher-centered approach. This approach is prevalently used by teachers starting from kindergarten until senior high school level. By the means of this practice, students are used into just listening, while the teachers give lecture or render some insight about the topic being discussed, relying to the teacher's own definition. With this kind of approach, students are more prone to sloth and laziness because knowing the fact that it's already set inside their minds that the cycle continues relating to teachers are the ones who disseminate knowledge when the students going inside the school. So to break the cycle, as our time passes by here on earth, more discoveries, theories, ideologies are being introduced. And now, as I was saying a while ago, to break the cycle of acquiring knowledge inside the school, researchers introduced to us the learner-centered teaching, where students are the one who create and understand the topics that about to be discussed inside the classroom. One example of the psychological principle of this is number one, the nature of learning process. This states that the learning of a complex subject matter is more effective when it's an intentional process of constructing meaning from information. Okay, some students can relate on what states above because if we are dedicated into understanding the topic that we're going to share or to report, the more we gain knowledge and it boosts our mind into thinking deeply and concerning about on how we will deliver it in front of our classmates for them to much more easily understand about the topic. It also makes you a critical and at the same time strategic thinker because you just don't absorb what's already placed on the top of the book. You still find and dig some credible sources that will justify the claim of that certain topic or lessons that you want to understand or you want to share. With all that examples will avoid other distractions from learning if you want really to learn and understand every lesson inside of a book or in a curriculum of a such program. We must bear in our mind that we students are responsible of learnings Teacher's role is just to help us our journey to find more knowledge and resources into absorbing new insights. We are the one who's liable if we don't understand or learn anything after we go out of the institution. Because teachers gives all their best and all options to guide us into using our mind and honing it for our own future. We should not be shocked if our teacher used this kind of method of teaching because, as I've said earlier, it has a lot of benefits in terms of our own progress, not just inside the school, but also the discipline inside of us. We have the power, we have the choice to be better than ourselves yesterday, right? So choose always the unexpected things and take the risk for you to grow and be competent citizen of our nation. Now, let me ask you again. Are you going to depend on the learnings of your teacher? Or you will take a one good step ahead to understand the things by your own definition? Now, you must think. Use your brain. Think, think, think.